What is up, GBA Nation? My name is Mike Weber, aka Lil Web, joined by the media director himself.
It is me, Sean.
And we are here for episode 10 of the Sean and Web Show. And recently, both me and Sean were in Cincinnati a couple weeks ago, not only for GBA, but for OHB as well. Sean, what did you think about the GBA weekend and all that?
It was a definitely busy weekend. Cincinnati, Queen City had it going on. We had the GBA event going on, and we also had our OHB first inaugural spring showdown happen. That's on the boys' side. So GBA has a younger brother league, which is the OHB. It went down, Webb. Exciting weekend, lots of basketball.
Oh yeah, lots of basketball. I mean, for me, I was in Cincinnati both this past weekend and the weekend before. Like you said, we were both there for OHB. Plus, I was also filming GBA because first I was filming the Queen City Classic, which went pretty well, I'd say. And then we also did the Queens of the Court over at RG, which was pretty great there. I mean, great facility as always. And yeah, overall, Cincinnati had all the basketball action going on, and we loved it.
One thing that I love about Cincinnati, and one thing that's unique to Cincinnati throughout all Ohio, is like Cincinnati is one place, one location that has multiple gym sites, like multiple like facilities with like nice courts and just great atmospheres. Shout out to the Queen City.
Oh yeah, shout out to them. They're probably the main reason why we run so many of our events there, like Lauren Hill Classic and the GBA Nationals and a bunch of other ones. And yeah, we always love it there in Cincinnati. And Ohio Hoops loves it in Cincinnati too, as all three of our first boys events for this year are in Cincinnati. Not just in Cincinnati, but at Elite Athletics, which is, in my opinion, probably one of the best ones out there when it comes to sports complexes.
Batavia, Ohio, stand up. Elite Athletic Sports Complex is located there. Like you said, man, great facilities, spacious, and one of my personal favorites, the concessions, man.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
The variety, how it's prepared. Allison, 3 stars, 5 stars.
Oh yeah, like they make the pizza there on site. Plus they got tater tots, chicken tenders, ices, hot dogs. They got everything there, and it's just always so good.
And the price points are not bad at all. So again, shout out to Elite Athletics.
Absolutely. And yeah, and also like we said, OHB, we had our first event there. And Sean, both you and me were there. What did you think about the spring showdown?
The spring showdown was nice, man. Change of pace, getting to watch the youngins out there, the boys and some of the older boys. It's what you expect. Fast action, a lot of high flying acts in the air, a lot of good plays being made, man. Shout out to them boys, man. They really came in and showed out. How about you, Webb?
Oh yeah, I think it went really well. There's a lot of great plays, great moments from it, especially from our one of our favorite teams, OEB, with the kid doing the between the layup and finishing off with a blowing a kiss to the camera. I mean, that was a great play there.
It was great, man. He had me going, I don't know if you go back and listen to the footage, you'll hear me, because I was in the moment, man. He had me juiced up. Interesting fact though, Coach allows Coach Hammonds, I think, he allows his players to have that freedom, which shows why the young man was so comfortable, because pregame I was doing some filming. He pulls the same move a couple times in pregame, didn't miss a beat. So when it translated to the game, I'm like, no wonder he did it so easy. He was doing it so easy in pregame. So shout out to you, sir, and the whole OEB organization, 6th in the state. Y'all making it happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they made one of the best plays of the events. And yeah, it just made the event so much better. And yeah, we cannot wait to possibly see them again down the road here.
For sure, man. It was between them, a couple other organizations, Cincy Shock, I think Ohio Primetime Basketball. It was a lot of guard play, man. Saw some guards put some kids in a blender, man. Isolated them, cooked them up, was dropping off some buckets. And on the flip side of that, there was a lot of great defensive plays made too. So again, love the spring showdown. Love the OHB leagues, man. Can't wait, to see what the future holds, for the next event.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we actually have a behind-the-scenes vlog from when you and me were at OHB and from when I was at the Queen City Classic. So let's dive in to that behind-the-scenes vlog. What's up, everybody? Lil Web here, joined by Sean. And we are heading on our way to Cincinnati. We are filming both the GBA Queen City Classic and the OHB Spring Showdown. As usual, GBA, we've been in Cincinnati for a long time, but this is our first time ever to do a boys event with OHB. Ain't that right, Sean?
Oh yeah, it's going down. Stay tuned. Breakfast of Champions, Wendy's, where's the beef? It's right here.
We are here at Elite Athletic Sports Complex. Let's see how this OHB Spring Showdown goes, right, Sean?
It is going down at the Spring Showdown.
Me and Sean getting some work done, ain't that right, Sean?
Right about that. All the time, on the grind.
Also, we got some new apparel for both the OHB and also some apparel for GBA. So, yeah, pretty good. How's tater tots, Sean?
They are delicious. Super delicious.
Alright, time for a little food review. This time we are doing the Elite Athletic Sports Complex's assess stand, which they actually have some pretty good food, like some tater tots. Let's see how these taste. Pretty good, kind of crispy. So, yeah, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. But I think it was probably 6.5 because it's been taken for a little while. But when it's fresh, definitely a 7.5. Now time for the pizza. Really good pizza. I'd probably give the pizza a 8.5. Pretty good. And they got some ices here too. These, as always, are a 9.5 out of 10. So yeah, overall, really great food here at the SS stand.
Tomorrow.
It is Championship Sunday. Sean right now is at the Ohio Hoops Basketball Spring Showdown. But I am here at Courts for Sports for the 9th annual GBA Queen City Classic. Let's get today started. sports concession stand. I got me a hot dog and a cherry slushie. Cherry slushie, as usual, is a 9.5 out of 10. Brings back so many childhood memories. Now let's see about the hot dog. Excellent hot dog. 8.2 out of 10. Very good. Wrap from Championship Sunday here at the GBA Queen City Classic. Now back to the studio. What a great weekend that was in Cincinnati. And this weekend, we got another great weekend in Cincinnati. But first, we have a couple other events as well. With the first one being the 4th annual GBA Columbus Hoop Fest. That one is at Otterbein University in Columbus. That one we cannot wait for. Then also we got the 7th annual GBA Tiffin Drayton Classic over at Tiffin University. That one's a pretty good event as well. And then our best Cincinnati events that we do every year, probably one of the most special ones, is the 8th annual GBA Laurel Hill Classic over at RG Sports Academy in Cincinnati. And that event every year is one of the best ones for us because of how much, what it means to be a part of it.
The Laurel Hill, it's a special event, obviously. Laurel Hill just was a special person. You know, her story is inspiring, and it just makes you want to play, you know what I mean? Makes you want to be a part of it all. Like you said, Webb, it's going to be just a great weekend of hoops. Like you said, the Columbus Hoop Fest is going to be held at Otterbein University, which I'm just thinking of high school basketball because Otterbein sometimes hosts regionals.
Oh, yeah.
For, high school sports. So we're going to be back there, man. Great to be back there. They have a great facilities, and again, it's on a university. So it's going down. It's a Columbus region event. We have a Northwestern region event, which you just brought up, Tiffin. That's also on a college campus. Man, it's going down, Webb.
Oh yeah, it's going down, and we only got 3 more weeks of this GBA stuff left. And what better time for some of these girls to ball out than starting out with the Laurel Hill Classic?
So, yeah.
It should be a great one.
It's going to be great, man. Every time I've been to the Laurel Hill, it's the 8th Laurel Hill Classic that's going down, and every time I've been there, man, I've seen nothing short. I see nothing short of just great basketball, man. Great efforts. The kids come and they understand, you know what I mean? What the classic means, what it stands for, and they give us the output, which we turn around and we can cook up some great film, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. We cannot wait to be at that. You and me are both going to be at that, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm excited for it.
For sure.
Yep. Now, let's get into our basketball news roundup for this week.
Let's go.
Actually, for the past 2 weeks as well, because our first news came from about a week ago. Candace Parker, legendary WNBA player, decided to hang her jersey up and retire from professional basketball. And yeah, she was one of the best players. So yeah, it was kind of interesting that she announced it right before the season started. But kudos to her though for having such an amazing career.
Oh yeah, she had an amazing college career that led into her awesome WNBA career. I'm just excited for her, man, what she's done. Players like her are reasons that Caitlin Clarks and others are emerging now because, ladies like her paved the way. So kudos to her on a long and great career, man. I definitely enjoy watching her play. Definitely hate to see her go, but as an ex-athlete myself, you yourself too, man. Like, your body knows when it's time to call it quits. You know what I mean? And sometimes the right time is right before the season. You know, you think about it. You start thinking about training camp. You start thinking about the physical demand that it takes. You just come to grips with that. I'm like, you know what? I've done enough in this game. I'm gonna walk away into the sunset. We see you, Candace. Thank you. Congratulations on the awesome career.
Oh yeah, congratulations. I mean, multiple gold medals in the Olympics and 3-time WNBA champion. Not only that, but did it with 3 different teams. So salute to you on doing that. I think she's the only player to win a WNBA championship with 3 different teams. So shout out to you on doing that.
I mean, you can't argue that resume, man. Again, Candace Parker, salute.
Absolutely. And speaking of WNBA, we actually had some preseason action starting up here. We got to see the debut of Caitlin Clark on the Indiana Fever as she played against Dallas Wings. And yeah, she showed out in that game against Dallas. I mean, crossing up a couple people, and yeah, it was amazing what she did.
I took interest in that game just because it's a new day of social media. You know what I mean? And it seems like everyone is on it. A lot of the professionals are on it. So previous to Caitlin coming to the league, a lot of people was just on her, man. Like, can't wait till she get here. She ain't gonna do none of that here. Guess what she did?
Ends up crossing up one of the veterans, like within the first few 3-pointers she made.
Man, look, in my Jeezy voice, she did a lot of that. She was out there getting buckets, man. Kudos to her. And some of the other vets that showed up, man. Erica, I cannot pronounce her last name right. I ain't gonna try to attempt it right now. I'm from Notre Dame. She set the game off, man, with crossing over. Like, this is how it's done. Caitlin saw that and came back with her own. I was just like, I'm loving it already. The Caitlin Clark effect made the WNBA players that are already there step up. Let's go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plus, it was also the debut of JC Sheldon for the Wings. And again, we cannot wait to see how she does with them. And it was great to see her play professionally and up against Caitlin Clark. And after playing a couple times at college level, and now facing her for a 3rd time this year, was awesome.
It was awesome, man. And again, for me personally, it was awesome too because you get to see these kids grow up, man. You know what I mean? I'm much older than her, but like just to kind of see her come up through the ranks, just to hear the naysayers through the years, man, just to see her kind of keep elevating on her journey, and then to see her the other night come in there with the assist, got the assist from teammate Erica, and dropped the bomb from 3. I'm just like, that's JC.
Oh yeah, like she did really awesome in that. Plus, another great game that we had in preseason was LA Sparks on up against Seattle Storm, because that game, for a special occasion, they did it in Edmonton, Canada, which brought out so many people. And we also got to see the debut of Cameron Brink for the LA Sparks, and she went off. Like, again, she had another block fest in that one, so it was really great to see her there.
She has a defensive knack to her. She's tough, man. You love anybody that gives effort like that on the defensive end. I mean, of course, there are stars out here getting buckets everywhere, man. But if you could protect that basket too, it just makes you that more special. And she's showing that. And that game was awesome, man. Also, again, for those who are from Ohio, the Seattle Storm has our own Jordan Horston, right out of Columbus Afrocentric, University of Tennessee. Now look where she'd be. I should come out with an album.
Yeah, that Seattle Storm aim was really great. And yeah, speaking of Cameron Brink, her teammates, Ki'i Ariafin, has actually announced that she is transferring to USC, and she's not the only one transferring. Another player joining her is Talia von Oehoffen from Oregon State. So sounds like USC's trying to build up a team to possibly compete with South Carolina in them.
they're trying to close that gap, man. We're seeing how serious this is. South Carolina obviously is the standard. You got UConn right there, and then you got USC pulling moves like this. It's just exciting because, man, it almost feels like free agency time in the NBA, WNBA. You know what I mean? I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited to see some mix up, and I'm excited to see them get it on when it's time to get it on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we already know that they did really well with Juju Watkins, and now it's going to be more exciting here to see how Kiki and Talia both do there. And some people are saying this would be the new possible bait free of women's basketball in college. So I can't wait to see how this goes.
It's looking like it, man. Right now, they got all eyes on them. They just got to show and prove now because, again, there's two teams out here. There's one in particular, holding that championship trophy. That's all fun and all, but you still got to come through us.
Oh, yeah. And if they face each other for the national championship, that will be very electric.
Webb, call it now. Who's going to play in the national championship game?
Oh, you already know. I'm going to call it. It's AIB, South Carolina, and USC. So
you heard it here, folks. South Carolina and USC for the 2024, 25 championship game. Heard it here first on the Sean and Webby show.
Yep. So if I do hit that bet right, y'all better put that bet in as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then also, with basketball around this area, a lot of people were betting on the Cavs, and they pulled it out. I mean, I wish it could have been a sweep, but at least they got it done. They got it done in Game 7, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are advancing to the conference semifinals after taking out the Magic, and they're going to be playing the Boston Celtics. So I cannot wait to see how the Cavs do. I mean, this is the first time they made it to the playoffs without LeBron. I think they said this is the first time they've done it without LeBron since 1993. So I cannot wait to see how they do here against Boston.
It's become the Donovan Mitchell show. He's incredible, man. To watch them go blow for blow, toe to toe with the Magic was outstanding because the Magic got some young boys out there, man, that are just they next level, man. I mean, they're all in the playoffs for a reason. Shout out to the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, Karis LeVert. It's Believeland all over again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cleveland fans even mentioned that this is probably a new era of Cleveland basketball, and yeah, I mean, they just won their first round game, and like I said, they're gonna be playing the Celtics, who right now are heavy favorites to win the East. So I'm hoping the Cavaliers can somehow pull off the upset there and possibly take them out.
They definitely gonna have to play some of their best basketball because the Celtics, I mean, look at the history of them, right?
Oh yeah.
And look at their roster and how it's set up and built, and look how they're playing. Like, they're long, athletic, and they got 1 through 5. They can go get it. You know what I mean? But what's fun about that is Cleveland's just as long, just as athletic. I just think there's maybe a little. This is just my opinion. Little disparity on the guards when it comes to the guards on each team. Donovan Mitchell, you can stack him up against anybody. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about that off guard. You know what I mean? That's where it's going to get interesting. But I think the Cavs are in good shape to be able to fend for themselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially at home. As I mean, in the series with Magic, every one of their wins were at home. So yeah, hopefully the home crowd shows out again, and even shows out on the road, because this time it'll be over in Boston, not that far of a trip. So yeah, hopefully Cleveland gets it done here.
They're on a roll, man, and I'm excited because this year I was able to get to a Cavs game, man. I got there when they played Atlanta, and back then you can just see them trending to where they are now. It's playoff time. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm so excited for it, and I bet a lot of people in the Ohio area are. So, yeah, I cannot wait. And another thing I cannot wait for, as we mentioned before, is the start of the WNBA regular season, which is going to be tipping off here this upcoming Tuesday. So, I mean, it's going to be super exciting. And for this year for WNBA, we decided we're going to be doing a WNBA minute predictions where me and Sean go through some of the week's matchups and try to predict who we think's going to win. And we do it in like a minute. So let's see if we can try to do this first for our first one.
What is that movie? It's a famous movie with Nicolas Cage. It's about cars. You know what the title of it is? I'll give it to you right now. Gone in 60 seconds. We're going to be gone with this in 60 seconds. Web, take it away.
All right, so let's get this timer started here. And now, New York Liberty versus Washington Mystics on Tuesday. Who you at?
I'm going with the Liberty. Right now, they have a higher power ranking going into the season. That's my vote.
Oh yeah, same here. I mean, there's no competing with Sabrina in that one. And the next game is Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun, which will be nationally televised on ESPN.
That's going to be a good game, too. Obviously, they got Caitlin Clark. That game is going to sell out, but I'm going with the Connecticut Suns. They're in better position right now. That's my take.
Ooh, I'm kind of going with Indiana on that one. So, mostly because of Caitlin Clark. So,
I think that she will have an impact, but I think that early in the season, the more veteran team is the Connecticut Suns.
Yeah, true. Next game, Minnesota Lynx versus Seattle Storm. Who you at?
Ooh. Man, I hate to go against Katie Smith and her organization. But again, Seattle Storm got some Ohio players on it. Well, an Ohio player on it too. So shout out to Seattle. Minnesota's doing great things right now. I'm going with the Storm.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think the Storm's got him. But next round, we got Phoenix Mercury versus Las Vegas Aces. Las Vegas Aces are the defending champions, so I'm probably going to go with the Aces on this one.
The Aces are stacked. I don't think no one really has a chance against them. I think this is their year in their league to win again. Yeah.
Then we have Chicago Sky versus Dallas Wings. I'm going to go with Chicago on this one. I mean, Dallas is good, but Chicago, they build their team up.
Dallas is really good. In Chicago, they have been building. Oh, my goodness, man. Dallas has been kind of down, so I go with you, Webb.
Yeah. And finally, Atlanta Dream versus LA Sparks. I mean, if Cameron Brink and block so many of them shots in, I'm going with LA.
LA would be the going out west. You know, sounds like they'd be the safer pick. But again, you made good points, Webb. I'm siding with you, sir.
Yeah. So those are our predictions for the first games of the regular season. How are we on time-wise there, Sean?
We made it with like 15 seconds to spare. Let's go.
Yeah, so definitely we cannot wait to see how those games go. We'll even recap see if our predictions are right or not. I have a feeling some of our predictions might not, so but we'll see. We'll see how these go.
Makes for great conversation, man. We're not up here professing myself to be. You know what? Let me cut that. I got the sports almanac at home. Yeah, my picks are gonna be right. I don't know about his though.
Yeah, true. I mean, you did predict some of the March Madness stuff, right? So who knows?
I'm bringing in, next time when you guys see me on the Sean and Web show, I'm bringing in that sports almanac. That way you have proof. Kendrick and Drake, I got proof.
Oh man, this has been a great episode, and like we said, do not forget this weekend is the GBA Columbus Hoop Fest, the GBA Tiffin Dryden Classic, and the GBA Laurel Hill Classic, our 8th annual one. And we are so excited. Me and Sean are both gonna be at Laurel Hill. We cannot wait to see you guys there. See you later, GBA Nation.